This build series is proudly sponsored by Luntstone. Luntstone is a UK independent electrical engineering contractor delivering design, manufacturing, installation, commissioning and maintenance service expertise to a broad range of customers across the industrial, retail, educational and commercial sector. So if you want to find out more about Luntstone, please check out the website link in the description down below. Without further ado, let's get on to today's video. So there's one last job I did actually forget about. Now this is something that Gareth hasn't asked me to do. But because he's helped me out a lot lately, I thought I would just do this quickly as a nice little thank you. So this is a slave cylinder. Now he's repainted it, he's recommissioned it, and it actually looks really good. The only thing is that the boot on it looks a bit tatty. It's got a lot of cracking. So what I've done, I've gone onto the internet and I've purchased a rebuild kit. That's a really straightforward kit, this. And actually is a lot simpler than I thought it would be. There is a washer and there is a boot. Now the boot goes over the top, of course, hooking over the edge. It actually feels a little bit smaller than the original one, but I imagine that's probably just fatigue and stretch, and it's very, very loose as it comes on. And then the middle here has got a rubber washer. So let's get the washer off, replace it for this one here, and then we can put the unit back on, and away we go. A couple of tools I'm going to use for this job. One is a pick, and the other is a 5/8 socket. So, first of all, the pick, I'm going to go underneath the sill, and then lift it up, and be able to pull it off.
Wider section going in towards the internal part of the bore. So the narrow section to the outside, the wider section to the inside. As the lads were saying, when the oil gets behind that wider ring, it makes it seal.
Thank you, Paul. Very much appreciated. Are you currently on a steam train? Okay, so with that old boot now off, you can see it's pretty worn. Now what I'm going to do is put this new seal. Now I had to ask a question of my fellow YouTubers, and massive shouts to Mini Tom and Paul at HREIRL, because I had to ask which way this taper went. Now it's a wide taper to a small taper, and the wider section goes onto the inside of the slave cylinder. Now that's to create the seal as the piston of the fluid is being pushed. So we'll just stick this on. I'm going to try not to use the thing. So there we go, that's now fitted like that, and that will push out nicely, and as it pushes back the fluid will be held in place. The spring remains in there. I'll just put this piston back into the bore. That's that done. And now I'm going to fit this new boot. Now I have tried to get it on there previously. It's a very, very tight fit, which is fantastic. You don't want any fluid leaking out. Now considering how loose the fit was previously, you can see there'll be a huge difference in the way this is going to fit. There you go. Just make sure it's all fully seated, located, which it is there nicely. And the last part of this job is to fit a new, put these stuff in the bin, fit a new copper washers. Right, pack of washers. One either side of the banjo. I can screw this all back together. Right, that is the internals and also the copper washers replaced. So I'm going to get this back onto the car, get the boot back in, and then we call this job done. Okay, so take these bolts back out, just put them there for safekeeping for now. Right, so the way I always do these is I slide the shaft into the hole. Oh yeah. Difficult one-handed. So slide that shaft down and then hold it in place and then put the bolts in. Alright, just put it down for a second. Back when it's in. Right, there we go. I'm using my 9/16 spanner or socket. Just going to do these back up. One, two, perfect. So a few things I need to do now with this. I need to just put a washer and a split pin in this upper clevis pin, and then a split pin on the bottom clevis pin as well. And then, apart from bleeding the clutch, once it's all installed and adjusting it out, that is now done. Okay, so there we have it. That is the slave cylinder now rebuilt. It's a really straightforward deal, and that kit was, I think, £5. In fact, so there we have it. The slave cylinder is now rebuilt. Now, there are arguments to say that it'd be easier to fit a new slave cylinder to this, but Gareth's gone to all the effort to recommission it and repaint it. It looks really good, and there's not really a lot involved in them. The only thing they really do is leak from those sills, which are both replaced. Now that kit costs £5.25, and I think the slave cylinders are £20 upwards. So we saved ourselves nearly £15 doing that. That should last a long time, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. So I'm going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the content, as always, please click the thumbs up button, comment down below, and if you haven't done so already, please consider becoming a subscriber to the channel. Thank you again, and I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.